Hey, what's up guys? This is Nightwing2303 from WearTesters.com. Today we're going to take a look at the BrandBlack J Crossover II. This is Jamal Crawford's second signature sneaker with the brand. And the reason why it's taken me so long to do a video on this shoe here, for those of you that follow me on Instagram and probably Twitter too, I don't know if I've linked the two accounts or not, but you guys have known that I've been playing in a pair of these, and but they've been all these, like I have them back here, they're a bunch of sample versions. This is the final retail version, so that's why I'm doing a quick look just to kind of show you guys what you guys are up for. There's going to be a very small limited run of these available, I believe on December 4th or December 5th. I can't remember. I just read it too, and I'm already drawing a blank on it. But then there's going to be a regular like retail version, or not retail version, but retail release next year, early 2015, right around February. And I can't remember what the official price point is on these either. I'm pretty sure they've told me to, and again, I'm just drawing a blank. I'm running off like 3 hours of sleep right now, so just, you know, bear with me. But without babbling anymore, let's just go ahead and get right into it. All right, guys, so here they are. These are freaking awesome, dude. This, for those of you wondering, the reason why this shoe was not in the top 10 list for this year is because they haven't released yet. And that's the only reason. I don't know what place I'd put them at. I'd probably put them within the top 3 for sure, but these are one of my favorite shoes pretty much ever, mostly because I actually had wear testing experience in the shoe. What I mean by that is by giving the brand feedback, and then they've made adjustments according to my feedback, which is awesome. Not just my feedback, by the way, there's other wear testers that they work with as well, including Jamal Crawford, because that's the guy that they're making the shoe for in the first place. And you can see their signature blue bottoms here. I mentioned this in an Ask Nightwing video, but there's like some girl brand, I don't know if it's a girl brand, but there's a fancy brand that has red bottoms on the bottom of their women's like heels and stuff, and whenever you see that shoe you think red bottoms and then you think of that brand, which I don't know what that brand is. I'm not fancy enough to know, but BrandBlack has blue bottoms, and I think that's really cool because it doesn't matter what colorway that they have, there's always going to be that blue bottom there. Alright guys, so here is the initial version. This is the first wear test sample that I had received from them. It was very basic. It features a little bit of a different design along the upper. The logo's not down here, and the tongues are different. The woven process is very similar, but this actually features no glue. And I'll explain what I mean in a second. And then the midsole and outsole are actually from the J Crossover I, so there was no changes made in that sense. But this is their first wear test sample that I was able to play in, and I absolutely fell in love with them with these, and then they stepped it up a notch after I gave them some feedback. So this was the second version that they sent me. You can see that the panels are definitely different. The logo's way down here instead of up here, and the tongues are a little bit different, things like that. Same woven material. The difference though is that on the first pair, when I would make hard cuts or stops, I would actually, my foot would go over the footbed, which is what you don't want. It's just, for one, it's uncomfortable, and for two, it's just not a good thing. And so what they ended up doing is reinforcing the woven with glue. Now this is what is actually reinforcing a lot of fabric uppers on shoes. If they're not using nylon, they're using glue. I had initially assumed that the Kobe 9 Elite were fused with a fuse lining in the back of the shoe, like underneath it, but what ended up happening is that they taught me that they actually use a lot of glue to strengthen or stiffen it up, which is why it's a little bit like crispy and stuff. So this one, they use just enough glue to strengthen everything right where you need it, but not anywhere else, so you're not, like, you know, limiting range of motion and kind of ruining the effect that the material itself has. And then they completely redesigned the midsole as well as the outsole, and I pretty much plowed through these. I toe dragged quite a bit, and you can see the toes on mine are just like chewed up to pieces. And then I also started, like, a lot of the rubber's missing and stuff like that. I just really loved playing in these. These were my go-to for a long time. And now we have the final version, and these things have been just kind of tweaked and tailored here and there, and now I think they're just absolutely perfect, especially the look. The major difference that I see like right off the bat is just the midsole here is like it's like trimmed down quite a bit, and it looks much better now, because before it had a big kind of, it like bowed out, and that was for like transition from heel to toe. And this one still has what you need to transition. It's got that little dip that goes up, so for heel strikes you just kind of roll into it, but they've made it so that it's not so like awkwardly sticking out and stuff. So for someone like Jamal Crawford, this is going to allow him to get that quick first step really quickly without any hesitation. And then the second thing that I noticed right away is that they had changed the rubber compound just a bit in this version compared to this version in the midsole or cushion. So these ones are much softer than these. Not too soft, they're just right. These I thought were super comfortable, and these were more comfortable than the J Crossover 1, and these guys are even more comfortable than these. So I'm super excited to be able to play in this pair. Now, along with the J Crossover 2, which is these back here, they're going to be releasing what they call the Force Vector. This is part of their new lineup. This is a sample. I don't know what they're going to look like at retail, because I've seen a few different versions. Some had different uppers, some had different tongues, some had different little logos down here. Some of them were completely different along the midsole. So I don't know what version they're going with, but this is just a sample. I just thought I'd show it to you guys. These things were super dope too. I love playing in the shoe. And I just can't wait till they actually release everything. That pretty much takes care of it. This is the pair that Jamal Crawford has been seen wearing in the new season, and this is the pair that I'll be testing to give a final performance review. And yeah, I just can't wait to see what they've done to change it from the last time that I played in them. So yeah, if you guys have any questions, feel free to ask in the comment section, or for a easier response, you can always just ask me on Twitter, and all that stuff. It's just at Nightwing2303. So thank you guys for watching. Thanks for all your support. These release next year officially. So again, there's going to be a very small run December, early December, and then look for these to release next year. They're actually going to be in a retailer as well, which I'm not supposed to tell anything more than that, so I'll just keep my mouth shut now. So thank you guys for watching. Thanks for all your support. Big thank you to BrandBlack also for not only allowing me to do stuff like this, but for sending me so many awesome pairs of shoes. So thank you guys again, and until next time guys, have a good one.